Hi guys, it's Nolan from Trade and Train, and just have a look through some charts for you and recap on some of the charts we discussed through the week. But I just want to start off with the dollar index, which as you can see is in this weekly ascending channel. Price, let's have a look on a smaller time frame. There we go. Zoom in a little bit, or zoom out I should say. Price found a double bottom in this area here. Then we saw buyers come into the market, pull back, tested this area for a second time, but finding resistance there, double topping, so double bottom, double top. Sellers came into the market. Okay, they've broken this area of support here. So currently sellers are in charge of the market. However, we have come pretty close to this trend line that I've got drawn in. I can't really see it going too much further because I'm still looking at the bigger movement to the upside. There is this obviously area of support here, but I think in the extreme case it could possibly come to that area in the extreme case. But then, I would be looking for upside back into this area, and I would be looking for that area to actually break and then potentially come back, retest it, and then go for another move. Oops. So there we go, something like that. So whether it actually does come down to this level, I can't tell you. It's possible, but we could see just coming into this trend line, we could see price move back to the upside from there. Okay, let's just zoom in a little bit. Let's have a look at the candles. So a little bit wicky there, look, indicating that buyers are in the market. Sellers try to push it down to around about 97.4, but buyers came into the market. So maybe it's found a bottom there. We will see. Do we get a change of cycle? Maybe look for a break of this, what we would call a CTL counter trend line. I look for price to make high highs and high lows if this is the bottom of the move. Get this right. In fact, what I'd be looking for would be, it would need to break above this area here, which was support. So break above there, pull back. That's what I'll be expecting. It might actually kind of move like that if it does. So I am looking for potentially the upside to begin on dollar, but we will see. You have to let price do the talking. You might have your bias, you might have an idea of what's going to happen next, but at the end of the day, price will tell you what's happening. So wait and see. So if we do get that start of the dollar upside, well, euro is the closest currency to the dollar index. It's basically the opposite. The correlation is basically the opposite. So looking at the daily on euro, obviously the dollar index is in this kind of weekly uptrend, up channel. Euro dollar is in this weekly down channel. We've got this little box range going on here where we're finding resistance. Look, resistance, a little bit of support here, yeah, faked out here, but support, on the whole. And look, price came out of this box by the top of the box range. I wonder how many traders got caught on the wrong side of the market there, and it's pulled all the way back. Okay, we had this spike high here previously, which is a kind of a clue. So you could have looked at, perhaps you could have had an idea that price might travel up that high before retracing again. But anyway, you know, because you've got to think of the bigger picture. Euro is in this downwards channel, dollar is in this upwards channel. The probabilities are that once we come to the top of the channel, which we have here, you know, we're going to be heading downwards. So this was the double top here that you would correlate with the double bottom here. So yeah, we've closed back within this box range. So you would have to assume that the next stop for Euro is the bottom of this range again, just under 1.10, and then we're going to see what happens. That's what you would predict based on what's happening in the chart. We will see though, we will see. We've got non-farm payroll on Friday. In fact, we did have news today. USD ADP non-farm employment change. Now the number came in at 67,000 compared to a forecast of 137,000. Now that actual was, you know, practically half of what was forecast, which is, you know, when it's in red here, just so it's easy for you to understand, it's a negative for the currency. So we did see a bit of sell-off of the dollar, but you know what, it's recovered pretty quickly. So as you can see, so there are buyers there. So, you know, look out for that. There might be an opportunity there if you wanted to trade it. A sell stop below today's daily candle, stop loss above, you could trade it to the bottom of the box range. That's just an idea, okay? On the contrary to Euro, where we broke out and retraced back into the range, Pound has been a totally different, or cable, or Pound dollar has been a totally different kettle of fish. This has just, Pound itself, sterling, has been the strongest currency of the day today. So look at price action. We came to the bottom of the move here, then we had an impulse correction, bigger impulse, consolidation, and now we've broken out again. So, you know, you would expect this move to carry on. So whether we do get strength in the dollar as well, this looks like Pound is going to be even stronger than the dollar. So ideally, you know, we want to try and wait for some kind of retracement to get into the market. It moved pretty quickly today. Didn't really give us a chance to get in after it broke out. But, I mean, look at this 4-hour candle here, very strong. 4-hour candle here, very strong. And look at this candle here. So, momentum has died out for the moment. And the buyers aren't there, so we're going to see some form of retracement potentially. If you're an EMA trader, you know, this is the 20 EMA and the 10 EMA. You could look for a pullback into the EMAs, or sometimes you can just look for a pullback into the 20, a touch of the 20. Or it could, you know, pull back and test the top of the box range again. If it does that and rejects, that'd be absolutely ideal. That'd be a great place to buy. So if price pull back into this area, we then saw a nice strong buyer candle, then that would be a really good opportunity to get into the market. Okay, so Mark yesterday did a Tuesday video, and he did talk about potential targets, which were around about 1.34. Okay, so I mean, that's coming into the highs here. What I would do is, because I don't think Mark did it, and I'll just have a look. I mean, I've not put a fib on this before. Okay, if you take the fib from the bottom of this impulse to the top. Okay, we've broken out. So first target would be this 27 fib for me, 1.32276, and then we have a second target of the 61.8% fib extension, but looking left, that is quite high compared to the highs of these candles here. So I think I wouldn't go any more than 1.34, which Mark suggested yesterday. So, but certainly a first target of 1.32276, all this 27% fib extension. But look for the pullback first, okay, guys? You might see it overnight, and then coming into tomorrow and the London session. If we're going to see that momentum continue, then that's probably when it will be. Just want to turn these EMAs off, and yeah, there we go. Cool. So that's dollar and euro and pound dollar. Let's talk about Aussie Swiss actually, because Aussie Swiss has been a really good pair for us, and it's a pair that we've discussed in the free Telegram channel, because we've actually had 2 trades on there, very successful, both selling from this area here, which we told you guys about, so hopefully you got some pips from that. And we were looking at, when price broke out, a retest of this trend line, and then potentially the start of a next impulse like this, impulse correction, impulse, another start to the downside. So we actually did trade this. We were in profit. Price came down to this level here and started to turn around. It also coincided with this level here on Aussie dollar, where price had previously found support. Here we've broken out of this descending wedge, broke out, pulled back, come back into the same area here and found buyers. So we could see what was happening, and this was moving pretty quickly actually. We were all trading within, obviously at our own computers, but we have our own members Telegram channel, talking to each other all the time, about stuff that's going on, and if we see anything then we let everybody know. It's like a great trading community. And anyway, I could see what was happening, so I got the message out, put it in our signal channel, and just said just close any Aussie Swiss trades now. And we managed to get out for break even actually. Maybe lost one or 2 pips at the very minimum, but yeah, for some reason it's bounced here, and it's coming back into that area of interest actually. So, but we're not going to place any sell limits, because, well, we need to really understand why this has bounced. So are we missing something? I don't know, but I mean, by all means you could set an alert around that area, and if you do get a rejection then absolutely fine. Admittedly, we're just going to monitor it for the time being, because we've done very well out of this week. This has been one of our major currency pairs that we've traded, and we've made lots of money on, lots of pips. So we're back into this wedge pattern now, ascending wedge, so wait and see what happens. Anything else I want to talk to you about? We'll talk about let's talk about the Dow actually, the Dow and gold, because Mark talked about the Dow yesterday. We came into this area here of previous resistance, and now potentially support. We have this kind of channel going on the Dow. So is this the start of a move to the downside, because we've come to the top of this channel? That's something you have to think about. We have rejected this area. These are very sharp candles, as you can see. Very sharp move. Little correction. Sharp move again. Now we're seeing, is this a bigger correction, or is it actually a rejection from here and we're going to make another go for the top? Let's put some EMAs on, and you can see that, you know, price is just coming into between this 10 and 20. So this is a really can't think of the word, critical area. You know, you've got this previous area of support here, which we're coming into. We've got these EMAs. Could we see a reversal or a next move to the downside, or are we going to break out back to the upside? And if we are, look for a pullback and get in long. So again, we're going to look at price on this one. You know, if you like the idea that this downwards move is going to continue, then you'd be putting a sell stop really underneath here. Okay, and first targets would have to be back in this area here. I'll make sure my stoppers are break even by then. So really interesting area. This could actually go either way. At the moment, the momentum is still to the downside, even though we're pulling back. So we'll see. Do we change cyclicity? Do we change cycle? We're going to have to keep our eye on it. So looking at the Dow, also gold is in a similar position, because if we see the Dow sell off, we'd look for money to be transferred, if you like, from the Dow and indices into safe havens such as gold, Japanese yen, Swiss franc. So if we did get that sell-off, we could see buys in gold. If we do see that buying momentum in the Dow, then we could see a sell-off in gold. I think I said that right. So they're basically the opposite. Sell-off in the Dow, potential buys in gold, and bullish nature in the Dow, we might see a sell-off in gold. I think I've got that right. It's not that easy to say when you're recording. So interesting. Let's just take these lines out. Price has come back into an area of, we were definitely long gold, and we were looking at, you know, we've got this move here, looking for price to come back. You can see this area here where price finds support. Okay, so when we're buying gold, and our target was in here, 1480 I think we came out at, so it pushed a little bit more. So, you know, now again is a critical time where, are we going to see more upside? Look at this movement here. You know, you can see the impulse. Is this a correction now back into the EMAs? Am I actually going to push further? Seasonally, gold is bullish, certainly towards the mid and end of December. So this is really interesting time at the moment. Is this an impulse correction to the EMAs, and are we going to see the Dow drop even further and gold to push up? Or are we going to see a reversal? Are we going to see the Dow to push up, and we're going to see a little bit of selling in gold? Okay, could be, got a little trend line there. You know, we could see price come back down. We're going to have to really watch price action carefully to see what is going to happen. So let the price do the talking, and then trade it accordingly. Okay, so that's it for now. If anything, I really do like the idea of a sell underneath today's daily candle on Euro. It just shows you that sellers are definitely there, even with the bad ADP news that came out, the bad ADP numbers. Sellers, you know, sellers still came in for Euro. Obviously, the dollar sold off, but then this is retraced, so it does look, the probability would say that this is, you know, going down. We'll see, but I do like it though, out of all the charts I've talked about so far with you today. And pound actually, but I need to see that retracement. Pound very strong at the moment. I probably want to be, you know, maybe take some profit, or be, you know, have my stop loss at break even well before the elections coming up in whenever it is. Don't know when it is. 12th of December maybe. Can't think. It's on a Thursday. So yeah, look for pullback on cable tomorrow, and then look for buy momentum to continue to get into the market. But euro, I do like it short. So there you go, guys. I hope you found something interesting in what I've said. I expect we will be doing a video for you tomorrow as well. We're going to try and make it a regular occurrence. Try and do as many videos as we can. Try and do them, you know, on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for you. So you've got something. Even, you know, even though you're not paying members, we still like to put information out there. But of course, you can be a paying member and you can get a lot more from us. So anyway, I will put our free Telegram channel link in the comments. I'll also put a link in there for a 2-week trial, which we offer at the moment for $19.99 for 2 weeks. That's full membership. We've got our Signal channel, we've got our members channel, there's live webinars, there's update videos, all for, you know, under 20 quid for 2 weeks. And, you know, there's no commitment. If you want to leave, you can leave. If you want to carry on, you carry on. It's up to you. So cool. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe, share it, show it to other traders. You know, we are a friendly bunch of traders, and we, as much as we, you know, we have to earn money ourselves from, you know, people joining us and being members, etc. We do like to give out information for free, because, you know, we know how difficult it is as traders, especially if you're working on your own. You know, we like to give you our professional advice, and, you know, we hope you've found something from our videos and from our analysis that we do in the free channel. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. I suspect it'll be Mark tomorrow. We'll do a video for you, and then I might do a video on Friday to follow up what's been happening in the week. So there we go, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.